All right, on today's video, we are back at the range, and today we are testing out the Gideon Optics Mediator. Now, this was sent to the channel by Gideon Optics. This is their third optic now that I've reviewed on the channel, and so far, I've been super happy with all the optics that they have sent me. Now, if you have not watched the unboxing video before this, we went over all the specs of this optic. We covered the different mounting systems. It does come with a co-witness mount if you want to put it on an AR or a PCC. But if you do want to mount it on a handgun, you are going to have to buy an adapter plate. And all that was covered in the unboxing video. And I'll link that in the description below. Now, a lot of people are probably looking at this like, wow, that is a really big dot on the Taurus G3 Tactical. And it is. It's about the same size as the Kraken. The Taurus G3 Tactical was the easiest option for me to get this optic mounted on a pistol and get it out here for review. Now, some people are going to really like the way it looks, and other people are going to absolutely hate the way it looks. I think with this optic, it's going to be a 50-50 split. I think a lot of people that buy this are going to be putting it on a PCC or on an AR, or they might put it on a 45-degree offset on an AR for a backup sight, but the other half of the people are probably going to be putting it on a pistol. So that was the main reason I wanted to bring it out here today. Obviously, having it on a handgun, it's going to be a lot harder on it with the slide reciprocating and all that. And, you know, we're going to fire 150, 200 rounds through it today and just see how it holds up. And we will bring it back for long-term testing, because I can tell you already that I do really like the optic, and I also like the window and the clarity of the glass, and I am also a big fan of enclosed emitters. So we're going to get some rounds loaded up and we'll start shooting and have some fun. All right, I got 10 rounds loaded up. We're going to shoot up there at the top left target. This will be our warm-up group. These are the first shots of the day. All right, that was terrible. Dropped a couple really low, but hopefully this isn't going to be the way we're going to be shooting all day today. I want to give a huge shout out to the Allen Company. The Allen Company will now be providing all the targets and all of our range and review videos. Super excited to have them on board. They have tons of different targets on their website. We've got these side-in targets that I like to use with the 1-inch squares. We've got these splatter targets. They pretty much have any target for any of your shooting needs. So if you want to support the companies that support me, get over there, check out the Allen Company. I'll put a link in the description below. All right, that was a little better. We're warming up. All right, so let's talk about the Gideon Optics Mediator. I didn't show you guys sighting it in because I didn't want to make the video too long. But the first shot, my elevation was almost dead on. I had to go 2 clicks up, and I had my elevation dialed in right where I wanted it. The windage was pretty far off. First shot, I was about 4 inches to the right. And if you guys that watched the unboxing video know that I did have to modify the plate to make this dot work on the G3 Tactical. That's why the windage was so far off. Now, as far as the clicks go, we talked about that in the unboxing video. They're super audible. They're very tactile. You can feel each click, and it wasn't hard to sight it in. I think it took 3 rounds, and I had it dead on, so pretty happy about that. Let's shoot another group at the bottom right target. All right, we're shooting a lot better here as the day goes on, and really happy that the plate's working too. I was a little leery of that because I did have to get in there and machine out quite a bit of material to make it work, but So far, so good. Now the ammo we're using today, we are using Steel Valley Casting 125 grain truncated cone high-tech coated bullets. Steel Valley Casting is a sponsor of the channel. In my link tree, I do have discount codes if you guys are reloaders and you want to order your own bullets. Just check out my link tree below and you can pick up your own bullets with a nice little discount. All right, ran them all. Really good group. We did drop one. Dots staying on, cycling really good. That's what we want to see. All right, we got two USPSA targets set up. We're going to fire 2 shots into the A zone, transition back and forth. Going to see how well the Mediator tracks. Here we go. All right, ran them all. From here, it looks like we got all alphas. Let's go check the target. All right, target on the left, we got all alphas. Target on the right, we got all alphas. I'm liking it. All right, I want to talk about the optic a little bit. In the unboxing video on the white background in the studio, we talked about the dot starbursting a little bit. Now that I'm out here with my Hunter's HD Golds on, and it is a nice, bright, sunny day here in Ohio, I'm getting very, very little starbursting with this. And which is great considering I do have pretty bad astigmatism. Certain dots starburst on me pretty bad. I have noticed with the Kraken, the Holosun 509T, a lot of the other enclosed emitter dots that I've shot, the starbursting seems to always be a little less with enclosed emitters versus open. So just something to keep in mind if you do have astigmatism, because a lot of people in the shooting community do have it. But this doesn't seem to be an issue. All right, we're going to shoot the USPSA targets again, but this time we're actually going to turn on the dot and the circle. Now the circle on this is perfectly clean. Nothing starbursts on that circle at all. So another thing I wanted to let you guys know. All right, here we go. All right, I had a failure to feed. I think that might have been a mag issue. I just bought a 3rd magazine for that gun, so that was the brand new one out of the box. Not really sure, but just having issues with the last 2 or 3 rounds feeding on it. I noticed the spring was super stiff compared to the other 2 Taurus G3 mags I have, so might just need broke in. I don't know. Gun's been running good all day up to that point. All right, target on the left, we had all alphas. Target on the right, all alphas. 1 Charlie, just barely outside. All right, one thing I want to talk about when we were over shooting the USPSA targets, I turned the dot and circle on. Now, you guys have heard me say on the channel before, I'm not a fan of the dot and the circle. I just like to use a dot. So I was a little bit slower, but still got really good shots on the target. So if you do like using the dot and circle, that's something you're also going to really like about the Mediator. All right, we got a USPSA target set up down there at 25 yards. Now, I've got 12 rounds left of that box of Remington UMC, so we're just going to shoot a 12-shot group at 25 yards, see how it does. All right, ran all 12. We'll go down and check that target. So the window on the Mediator, from this distance, you can pretty much get that whole target in that 16 millimeter window. Really, really nice optic. Liking it, staying nice and tight. Pretty happy with it. Definitely not one of my better groups at 25 yards, but we've got 8 alphas. This one's borderline Alpha Charlie here, right on the perf. 2 Charlies here, but I did throw a Delta clear out here. So Probably should have slowed my shots down just a little bit. I was going a little bit fast, but this cluster here is really good for 25 yards, but that not so good. All right, real quick, I want to show you guys, this gun's clear, no mag, nothing in the chamber. And what I wanted to show you was, I don't normally beat these dots up on the channel like a lot of the other guys do. But one thing that I wanted to bring up, the Taurus G3 Tactical has a tendency with coated bullets. Now, we didn't have any issues today with the new Steel Valley casting bullets. But back when I was running round nose like Brass Monkey, Blue Bullets, Summit City, sometimes I'd have feeding issues. The barrel, the ramp on the barrel kind of has an issue with those sometimes. So I would get the slide locked up once in a while. Now, one nice thing about having an enclosed emitter like that, when that happens, when you get a bullet jammed up in there, a lot of times, even as strong as I am, I have a hard time just grabbing it and racking it. And you're going to have to use the table. So, you know, with this dot, you're going to be able to do that. And because you've got a lot of metal around here before it gets to the glass. So in a situation where you really had to, you know, ram down on that to clear your gun, you're going to be able to do that with this optic because you've got this aluminum body protruding off the front of that glass about 1/8 of an inch or so. So just something to keep in mind. All right, my final thoughts on the Gideon Optics Mediator. This is another great dot from a great company. This is the third optic they've sent to the channel now. We've tested the Omega, we've tested the Judge, and now the Mediator. And the customer service over there is amazing. The communication with them guys are great. You know, like I said in the unboxing video, we were having some issues with this plate. They got to me right away. I sent them an email, told them to give me a call. Bob called me right away, told him what was going on. He's let me know what's working on their end, what's not working on my end. And, you know, we were able to give all that information to you guys in the unboxing video on what adapter plates to order if you're going to put this on a pistol. Can't ask for much better out of a company than that. I really like this dot. It's big. I know guys and girls watching the channel. A lot of people aren't going to like it. A lot of people are. From what I'm seeing so far, this is a great optic. Now, we're going to do more testing with it, obviously. I'm always testing out new 9mm reloads, and we'll bring it back out and test it. I think another great video would be for us to test the new round that we made, the 740 Duty. Let's get that out here. Those are super hot. We'll shoot them through the G3 Tactical with this optic and see how it does. Other than that, that's about all I got to say. I don't have any gripes about it. I'm just happy with it. So I really want to thank Gideon Optics for sending this out to the channel. Love working with these guys. Looking forward to the future, seeing what all new optics they're going to be coming out with. You know, they're talking about getting into the prism game, the scope game. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of awesome stuff out of Gideon here in the next year. All right, so with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.